Yeah, Corinne and I are trying to get an early start this morning. The wind is supposed to get real nasty again today, and we'd like to get a little ways down the road before it gets too windy. Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And where are we today?
Today we have arrived in New Mexico, and we're going to be staying and exploring the City of Rocks, which is near Silver City, New Mexico.
And we've been here before. We made a video about it some time ago, and we'll reference that below. And we're here primarily because we love the spot, but we're also ducking a windstorm and possible big rainstorm as well.
So, except the real reason I booked here was tonight's lunar eclipse.
Yeah, well, that might have been the real reason. Well, that was the reason when she did it a week ago, but right now we're ducking storms and wind.
It's questionable whether we're going to get anything for sunset or lunar eclipse, which happens around midnight, 1 a.m., because this windstorm is supposed to bring in a whole bank of clouds and might obscure everything in the sky.
Yep, and if you've been following this for a few episodes now, you'll know that the theme of this trip so far has been ducking rainstorms. So it seems to be following us around as we go from Cedar City in Utah down through Arizona and now into New Mexico. So hopefully it won't be as bad as we hope. Actually, I hope it'll be not as bad as it could be. But it's a nice sunny afternoon, so we're going to go for a walk to enjoy the park while it's still nice.
Yeah, we're going to capture a little bit of the scenery to show you what the park is like, so that if later we get rained out, we'll have shared with you some of the scenery.
So anyway, well, let's get started.
So the land around City of Rocks is fairly flat with some rolling hills, and not what you'd expect for a place called City of Rocks. But scattered throughout the park, we have these clumps of stones, and they've done a good job of tucking a whole bunch of campsites into these stone nooks and crannies, and so you can get a nice kind of private little spot where you're not right on top of your neighbors. And there's a good hiking trail that kind of takes off around each of the camp areas and gives you a fairly level walk, a few ups and downs over the rolling hills, and you do a circumnavigation around the main campgrounds. Well, I'm not sure if it's clear from the video here, but there's a big cloud bank out there to the west, and it's coming our way. Right now the sun is a little higher than that, but the wind is really blowing, probably 20 miles an hour, and those clouds will be upon us before too long. There's a view of our storm that's approaching, and the sun's just over there to the far left, about to sink into that cloud bank.
Well, the afternoon and evening continued to tease us with the bright blue skies and some white puffy clouds. But as the late afternoon started to roll in and the evening started to roll in, you could see that the skies were becoming more and more cloudy, and the storm was definitely blowing in. Despite that, we got up at midnight to a blinding rainstorm. So no photography tonight.
There's a self-pay station that you can pay your day fee and come into the park. Once you're entered the park, you can stop at the visitor center. They have a very small boutique to buy a few items like t-shirts and stickers, but not much there. There's a staff member there to answer questions about hiking trail and camp spots. If you buy a camp permit, you do not need to pay the entrance fee, and you can go directly to your camp spot without checking in. If you come into the courtyard area of the visitor center, there's some restrooms here that you can use, and also a vending machine if you would like to get yourself a soda pop, and a water fill station if you want to get a drink. If you stop in at the visitor center, you can also enjoy this real interesting mural that's been painted on the wall of the restrooms. Well, we are finishing up our stay at City of Rocks in New Mexico. It was a cold one last night. You can see there's a nice layer of snow on this prickly pear cactus here. And there's probably a little bird nest, but hopefully nobody's nesting in it right now. So we are getting ready to head out, and I would recommend this spot. It's got some nice hiking trails, about 7 miles of hiking trails. It's got these really interesting rock formations, and you can climb up on them. And there's some good angles for capturing sunrise and sunset. So if you're into doing some photography, you can enjoy that as well. So now we'll be heading out.
Hi folks, well, we got blown all the way from New Mexico into Texas, and when the wind stopped, we found ourselves in
Van Horn,
Texas.
So our hope for doing the lunar eclipse in New Mexico didn't work out. We had a big windstorm that brought in clouds and rain, and it just was too miserable out. So we've been traveling a few days, and we're in the west of Texas and gonna head south.
Yep, it should be a good couple days, and hopefully the weather will be a little better. Well, I know this wasn't a great video, but if you enjoyed it, it would be great if you give us a thumbs up.
And if you would like to see more of our videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you hit the bell, you'll be notified when we post new videos.
And always, we love hearing from you, so don't hesitate to send us a comment, an idea, just an attaboy. Would be lovely to hear from you. So all of those are greatly appreciated, and we respond to all of them. And until next time, bye for now.
Bye for now.